Hi, and welcome to episode 29 of Girlfriends Knitting. It's going to have a crazy title this week, and hopefully you will understand why as the things develop throughout the course of the episode. But I'm calling this The Hoes Have Landed. So let's start off with knitting, of course, as I always do. And I usually show you my FOs, but I don't have any this week. What I have a lot of is half-finished objects, or our lovely hoes. And my hoe bag. Love this thing. Okay, but what's in here is not actually half finished. So let's start with a baby hoe. The color is not very good in here. It's a lavender. It is the Aciqua. I'm not saying this right, Dawn. It's the baby sock pattern that Wolfe, Knitting Wolfe, wrote. And it was super fun to do, very easy. I would love it if she would go ahead and make the full version, which she had mentioned on one of her recent podcasts that she was thinking about doing. And I don't know that I'm going to send it to Emsky Knits because I don't have green in it. Maybe I need to run a little bead of green around it or something. Because I didn't get one of the kits, so I don't think I'm in the cuff down or the toe up party. So I guess it makes me in the green party for the sock the vote. There's my sock. So if I can get it to match the rules, I will definitely send it in. I love the cause and that. So go check out Single-Handed Knits and All About Sock the Vote. Here's my little sock the vote. Okay, so that's the first thing that I did this week, just for fun one night. It literally took just a few hours one night, and it was lots of fun. The other thing that I have been working on in my very cat hairy plover bag, which we'll talk about more soon, is my Sunday barbecue socks. And I'm calling them my Sunday barbecue because this is the zombie barbecue colorway. And Lorna's Laces Outlast. They are on the sock blocker only to show you they are not washed or blocked. I only have one, obviously. And it is the Sunday Swing sock pattern. So, it kind of did a little bit of flashing right here when I switched back. But I love how it's striped on the cuff and on the toe. So I'm loving them. So I haven't even cast on the second one for that one yet. So there's the first half-finished object. Then I got my long, see, they're very long. They're not quite knee length. They're high calf length. Plain vanilla socks, plain vanilla stripy socks. And there's lots of stripy sock cows. Diane at Knittables is having a stripy sock cow. Not that I'm going to enter any of these. I'm just knitting along, but I haven't followed the rules. I haven't waited to cast on at the right time or any of that. So you can see I did some of my increases so that I went from my ankle circumference to my calf circumference and then decreased. This is Red Heart. I know, I said Red Heart. Heart and Soul. And, hold on, it's not what you think it's made out of. Now, I know it says on here what it's made out of. Ah, there it is. 70% wool, 30% nylon. So, it's not acrylic. It's just made by Red Heart, but it's not acrylic. It is a scratchy, very heavy yarn, so I think it's going to wear really well. It's not a delicate fingering soft wool. It's got some strength to it. And I have cast on the second and actually have gotten past the heel. I'm just doing a short row heel. For some reason, that's what I'm in love with right now. So I just did a short row heel and I'm on the ankle. I haven't even begun increasing yet. So that's my second my second half-finished object. And it is residing in my happy little kitty bag that I made. I'm checking off all my hose. This is one I've shown you before. This is the Koi in a Blender that I'm knitting for Veronika. Well, actually, they're going to be for her daughter, but Veronika was knitting them, and we exchanged. And so she's given me like 4 gorgeous washcloths. There you go. There's my accent coming out. 4 gorgeous washcloths. And I'm knitting her these socks. So I love it. It's by Tempted. The yarn is by Tempted in the Koi in a Blender colorway. And I'm about to turn the heel on the second sock. So that's where I am on those. Lots and lots of sock knitting, but I'm loving it. And this was a sock club that our local yarn shop was doing. And so it came in this cute little bag and all of that. All of that goes back to Veronika once I get that finished. So I have my Sunday barbecue socks, the baby sock, the Koi in a Blender, the long stripy socks. And I'm not done because I did show you my bag here. In here, I've also got a sock blocker so you can see the Fair Isle. These are the violets for Stacy. And I don't have as much yellow as I have purple, so I did a purple heel. And this is the Field of Flowers pattern by Sarah Bordelon. And as you can see, I'm working my way down the foot now. So it's coming okay. It is stranded knitting all the way around the foot. I don't know how it's going to fit. And I'm really, really unhappy with my cuff. So I'm probably going to rip out the cuff and reknit it. It'll be in the opposite direction, but I don't care. I'll just do the same thing I'll do a provisional cast on for the second sock and knit it up so that at least they match. So those are all of my socks. But that is so not all I've been working on. I have needed rest and stress reduction, and it's making me physically ill, the amount of stress being a caregiver. That's where my stress is coming from, in case any of you saw on Clark or wondered why I wasn't around last week for a podcast. I'm a primary caregiver to someone, my significant other, who has a very serious spinal cord disease. Very rare, as a matter of fact, spinal cord disease. And that just takes a lot out of you when you're somebody's primary caretaker. And so I'm learning how to deal with that. And it's something that's very new to both of us, the needing of the caretaking. That makes sense? So it's a learning curve right now. So I'm having to learn how to manage the stress as well. But hopefully we've got a plan in place, so hopefully that will work. So I've done a lot of relaxing, a lot of resting, a lot of medicine taking, and a lot of knitting. This monstrosity that you just saw me pull across is my abalone. And it doesn't look anything like an abalone right now because I have picked up all the way around. You go across the back of the neck, down the front, across the bottom. So it makes a big circle. And you knit the garter ridges. So I'm knitting this garter ridge here that you see on the sleeve. And then you finish it with an I-cord bind off. So I've gotten both sleeves done. And it's almost not even a sleeve. It's just like a sleeve opening in the little cap sleeve. And now I've picked up all the way around my abalone. And I have 2 garter ridges. And you knit until you have 8. Then you do the I-cord bind off. This is a free pattern. I'm not telling you anything you can't go online and get. And there you go. So I am so close to being done. I'm so excited. This is the September-October knit along with Stockinette Zombies. Of course, I've been knitting this since June. So I'm not going to be entering mine in the prize thread or anything, but I am posting on the chatter thread about my progress on my abalone, and hopefully it will be my second finished garment next week. We'll see. I'm excited. And then, last but not least, or 2 weeks ago now, I told you about the need for baby blankets, and all of the hospitals, especially those that have NICUs, need baby blankets. I'm just helping out Knitting Wolfe and hold on, let me look. It's in my notes because right now my brain. 3 Stitches. So the 3 Stitches podcast and Wolf Farms podcast. The 3 Stitches are collecting the baby blankets. And so I'm actually doing the exact same pattern that James on Wolf Farms is doing. And basically took the Grandma's Favorite Dishcloth pattern and making it into a baby blanket. And so it's just a multicolor pastel. I say Bernay. It's my Cajun French coming out. Baby Sport. And I think the color is Baby. Bebe. Yes, the color is Baby. So it's just all the pastels. Let's see if I can get the glare off of it. You can actually see. There you go. I'm knitting it on a very loose gauge because I want it to be squishy and soft, and so that's going to be one of the baby blankets that I knit. If you are going to knit baby blankets for those, remember they want them by October 14th. So we've got to get those done this month and get those sent out. So that's the knitting going on in my world. So let's talk about some of the other things going on, like on the Ravelry group. So I changed my Gravatar on Ravelry recently, you may have noticed, to this. The Search for Alien Life Oldest UFO Contest. I don't know why I decided to do this, but I thought it would be fun to see who has some of the oldest UFOs and what some of our UFOs are. So UFO is unfinished object. So if you have something languishing that you have not worked on in months or years, take a picture. We want a picture, and I'm terrible because I didn't put a picture up on mine, but I will put a picture up. I'll probably even show you on the podcast. Put a picture of your oldest UFO, and because I don't want to encourage lying, I'm not going to pick based on who has the oldest. I'm just going to do a random drawing here in about 2 weeks on September 18th of the people who posted a UFO in the thread. And we'll see some, I'm just interested to see. There's already several people posted, and they're hilarious. And some of them I'm like, oh, why don't you finish that? But you don't have to finish it. You do not have to finish it. Emily, I'm talking to you. You don't have to finish it. But you just need to show us your UFOs. And so that's why I was saying they have landed. The UFOs are landing, and they got lots of half-finished socks with them, I guess. I'm just in a crazy mood today. The other thing that we're doing right now, also I'll draw on September 18th. So it's 2 weeks. Get busy. It's now September. Color Affection. We're running out of time. And I have to apologize to Mom for showing her Color Affection. Because she was like, I didn't want you to show everybody. So, I'm sorry, Mom. But it's beautiful. So I can't wait to see how hers comes out. The colors together on hers are just gorgeous. Because she sent me a more updated picture where she actually had all 3 colors in it. And she told me, I cannot show anybody. I can't wait till she takes a picture of the final object and shows everybody. It's gorgeous. So remember, the Color Affection shawl, knit along, ending in 2 weeks. So September 18th. If you are working on those, get those finished up, get those posted. Yay! But we have a knit along that finished last week. Actually, it finished Saturday, I guess. And that was the Racing Heart socks. So, Pretty and I wrote a pattern, the Racing Hearts sock pattern for the American Heart Association. And Susan of Desert Vista Dye Works dyed a colorway based on MISIM, that's Suzanne's suggestions. That's the one that we picked as our favorite for the colorway suggestions. And it came out gorgeous. It was some grays and blacks and reds, and it's just beautiful. And so y'all have seen the colorway, and y'all have seen the yarn, and you've seen the socks. I've locked the thread, but you can still go look at all of the gorgeous socks that were made. Pretty and I made 2 each. We, of course, did a test knit in just some scrap red yarn, and then when we got our actual colorway in, then we each knit another pair, her in gray and me in red. So those were 4 pair that were made. Then we had 7 other pairs knit by 5 members of our group. 2 people also knit 2 pair. And we had 20 patterns bought. So I will be mailing a check for $100 this week to the American Heart Association. And I just decided to mail the $100 because the 50 cents to Ravelry and the 50 cents to PayPal, that I will pay the 50 cents. It's worth it. It's a good enough charity. I will be happy to donate my fees. So I'm just going to mail a check for $100 to the American Heart Association this week. And so that is very exciting. Well, let's go ahead with the KAL, though. I was given 2 bags by Melissa. Cloverbird. This is my low-tech version this week. To give away. And given one for me. Isn't that gorgeous? Okay, so that is the bag. It's the skeletons, and they have hearts, and they're racing, and they glow in the dark. But we had 5 people enter, including the lovely Miss Cloverbird. So I decided I can come up with 5 prizes. We've got the 2 bags, and then I said, I'm going to come up with some. And so I hope that you don't mind that I didn't really randomly draw this stuff. If you have any problems or disagreements, just let me know. We will work it out. But the lovely Miss Cloverbird will be getting a set of handmade stitch markers by me. So, well, I can't give her one of her own bags. So, Melissa, if you will PM me your address, I probably have your address. I'm going to send you a set of lovely handmade stitch markers. Yay. Maybe tell me your favorite color. I've got several different colors, so give me some color ideas, and I'll pick a pretty set. Then I took 3 of the other 4 people and randomly kind of mixed them up and said, okay, this person's going to get this person will get this, and this person will get this. So I kind of did it randomly. Miss Bishop Knitter, Sharon, again, going to get a lovely set of stitch markers. So Sharon, once again, if you will PM me your address and maybe color info, favorites, I may look you up. I already have, but I may look on your Ravelry page and see what kind of colors you like to pick you a beautiful set of stitch markers, handmade by yours truly. So, stitch markers going to Bishop Knitter. LK Memphis, Lowell, is going to get the medium bag by Cloverbird because there are 2 different sizes. And the reason I'm giving you the medium, which is perfect sock knitting bag, by the way, is because MISIM, Suzanne, actually knit 2 pair. So I'm going to give her the large. Does that make anybody mad? I hope not. And then there's somebody that I have not mentioned. He's probably sitting there going, but what about me? I knit the very first pair. And not only did she knit the very first pair, she has also recently graduated from the Couch to 5K program. Yeah! Rocky arms! I'm imitating her. She knit 2 pair even. So, Shanthy Dragon, Miss Emily, knit 2 pair. Recent graduate of the Couch to 5K program. I am going to buy her a subscription to Runner's World, if she wants it. So, email me, PM me, get with me. That's what you're getting. If you don't want it, let me know. But I just thought that'd be cool. I thought you would love it. So, there we go. Everybody's a winner. Everybody. We all win. The Heart Association wins. We all win. The only person who doesn't win is Pretty. I may have to send her my bag. I've played with it. I'll de-hat it. De-cat hair it. Or maybe I'll send her stitch markers too. I don't know. You just never know what I might do for her. She was super sweet. Helped me make the pattern. She did most of the pattern writing. She was hilarious. If you laughed while you were reading the pattern, that was her. We got to do something sweet for Pretty. So anyway, yay. Thank you all so much for participating. I hope you get a absolute kick out of your socks. I hope you get a kick out of your prizes. And now, for the drum roll, please. Color run, 5 weeks, 3 days, 20 hours, 31 minutes. And I am very nervous. Okay. I don't even want to talk about exercise. I'm just going to say that and say I'm nervous and say y'all are doing good. Talk to you next week. Bye.